seeing Blake Snell deal last night reminds me of a pretty funny Blake Snell story. A couple years ago, through a mutual friend, I was with Blake before the game. He was on the Padres down in San Diego. And again, I just met him. And Blake, after like nice conversation, like we talked for like 10, 15 minutes, he goes, "Hey, have you been to Petco where the Padres play?" And I was like, "No, believe it or not, even though I live in Southern California, I've actually never been to that stadium." He's like, "Oh man, take my number down. Come to the game tonight." And I was like, "Oh, no, it's okay. I'm good." And then, because I wanted to drive back. And I told my best friend the story. And obviously he didn't care that I want to go to the game, but he's like, "Why would you turn down his number?" He's like, "Major league pitcher would be cool." I'm like, "What am I gonna do? Text the guy?" So he's like, "No, man, you got to take his number down." I go, well, next time I run into him, I'll do it. He's like, "When would you ever run into him?" I was like, "I don't know." So a few weeks later, I'm in Newport Beach, Fashion Island, and taking a picture of my wife, and this guy walks to her shot, and I'm like, "Oh." So I look up, and it's Blake Snell. I go, "Hey, Blake." And he turns around, and he's like, "Oh, hey, man, what's up?" And like totally remember me, like chatted for like a couple minutes, and he's like, "Hey, man, I gotta go. We have a game down tonight." I'm like, "Are you playing here?" He's like, "No, San Diego. We're playing the Angels." It's like, "In fact, you want to come? Take my take my number down." And almost like out of a Seinfeld episode, I was like, "Nah, it's okay." And he was kind of like, "Oh, okay." And he walks away. And I tell my best friend again the story, and he's like, "You got to be kidding me, right?" And I was like, "Look, man, I didn't know." Kind of panicked at the moment. I just thought it was funny that I thought I'd run into him again, and I did.